Mm-mm. Put me in Chanel. Mm-mm. Put me in Chanel. When you say you love me, yeah, put me in Chanel. You say you love me, put me in Chanel. Okay. Hey, you guys. Today's message, while we let this lip liner, peel lip liner from Sachu in the color... in the color 05 Clover, which my friend bought for me. Shout out to him. So while this dries, once it's dry, you like peel it off and you have a lip liner for like 24 hours. It does not come off, which I love. So bear with me. I know I look a little crazy, but let's get into it. While I've been experimenting on making my own makeup, I just made my own blush, liquid blush, you guys. Super excited about that. Don't laugh at me because I look kind of crazy right now, but listen. The message today is, I don't know who this is for, but I want you to know. No more playing dumb. No more. Just cut people off. That's it. Like, once you know somebody is talking behind your back, is doing some funny shit, it's like, we not playing dumb no more. I've done it so many times in my life where I almost didn't want to believe what I was seeing, you know? Like, I've watched people sit there and talk to my enemies, people I don't fuck with. And they pretend like they don't know I don't fuck with that person. Or, you know, I've heard people say little slick comments behind my back, and I'll pretend like I didn't hear it, you know, and things like that. Because we chosen ones tend to blame ourselves for people's bullshit. But like, moving forward, I want y'all to like stop playing dumb. Like, that's it. Like, I should have let it dry longer, but I'm just gonna take it off. Look. You see that? But yeah, we are no longer playing dumb for any of these people. We know you're fake. We know you're plotting. We know you're trying to get information. We know you don't give a fuck. We know you're a snake. And we know you work for the kingdom of darkness. The cat's out the bag. It is what it is. We know. We know. You know, comments like that, you will get blocked. So let me go ahead and show you guys how I block people. Just like that. Okay, so we're no longer playing dumb. That's it. We know you're a snake. I wrote so many things down that I wanted to talk about, but we're going to talk about that in my next videos. Right now, I'm just trying on some new makeup that I purchased. You guys already know I love makeup, so. But listen. Ew, some people in your comments are cringe, but you're beautiful, girly. Thank you. Very, very cringe. I don't even know where these people come from, honestly. I'm assuming they come from my Instagram. You know, gang stalkers, jealous people, men. Most of them I can guarantee are men, miserable men. But it's obvious. I don't do makeup tutorials on this page, but if you want to see some of my makeup tutorials, you can go on my beauty page. It's Nancy Way Beauty, NancyWayy Beauty, Nancy Way Beauty, and you can subscribe to my beauty channel. Thank you very much. Appreciate it so much. Let me just grab my notebook because at this point, y'all starting to piss me off. So I'm going to get right to it. I'm gonna slice some necks right now. You ready? Give me a second. All right. All right. I didn't want to do this to y'all today. I was going to wait to do this tomorrow. But let's go ahead and slice some of y'all necks. Let's go ahead and devour some of these demons that are on this live watching me right now. All right. So we're going to start with someone is trying to build a crooked case against you. Someone close to you, chosen ones, is bearing false witness. They're wicked. They want to bear false witness and make false reports on you to get you caught up in mess. Okay? They hate that you're innocent. They hate that you're innocent, yeah. So they have to bear false witness against you, but don't worry, because God will turn it around for your good. Exodus 20:16 says, "You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor." God is coming after them. God will step in every time someone lies on you, okay? In fact, your enemies don't like it that you're righteous. They don't like that. You must not worry, though, because when someone is going as far as to put a false case against you, that means they really want to crucify you just like they crucified Jesus, okay? They want to see you fail. They literally want to see it. Like, they literally want to see you fail. I don't think you guys understand how deep that is, but it's very deep. Hence to why we're losing viewers, because we done slashed some of their necks off. We done sliced some necks. They can't take it in this room anymore. Yeah. All right. That's why you got to be careful when you set traps and set people up. Because when you have a connection with God, listen, pray for these people. You know how God says pray for your enemies? Pray for these people, because what the Lord has coming for these people, you wouldn't even wish it on your worst enemy, I can guarantee you. I seen this firsthand. There was a woman in my past. Quick story. Quick. When I was very, very young, like I was like damn near 19 going on 20 years old. And anyways, she did a lot of fucked up shit to me, manipulated me, stole money from me. She did a lot of manipulation, okay? Verbally abused me, physically abused me. Like, I used to look up to her and everything. Me having no guidance, no mother in my life to really be there actively in my life, nor a father, right? And she knew this, right? So fast forward, the moral of the story is years later, you know, as I became an adult, grew up, became what I say successful, you know, became secure within myself. I learned through the grapevine that her mother passed away from cancer. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when you are a wicked individual, things like that happen to you. And it just so happens it was just a couple years after she did what she did, her mother had passed away from cancer. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first found out, I was kind of I felt a little bad for her, but then I had remembered, like, oh yeah, all the shit she did. I was like, But that's how God works. So I'ma forgive you, But you better be worried about what God is going to do on my behalf, because he's the one that's going to reply, not me. The Lord shall reply. Yeah. When you dig a pit for God's chosen ones, you only dig a pit for yourself. That's what these people don't understand. They don't understand that they're literally building a pit for themselves. All right. Let's get into the next message. You have a snake around you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, okay? So this one is you have a snake around you. Okay, your enemies, these witches and these warlocks, have sent a snake around you to watch you and create false narratives about you. Yes. When anyone is around you and they're not talking about themselves but only listen to you, they are 9 times out of 10 informants, and it's not that you have anything to hide. It's that people are desperately looking for something to purposely try to get you in mess and foolishness. All right? Because when people can't find something, they will what? Make something up. That's what they do. When they can't find something, then the next best thing is to make something up. Yeah. They want to trigger you, get you out of character, to ultimately embarrass you, right? To make you look like the troublemaker so they can point the finger. That's all it is. Learn how to identify the snakes. Once a snake, always a snake. What people don't understand is they fear your intuition. They fear your intuition because they know your intuition is always right. You ever notice that a lot of these people, they won't even look at you in the eyes? And it's not because they're tired or whatever. No. We're talking about face-to-face conversation. Face-to-face conversation, and these people will not look at you in the eyes. When you're having a deep conversation or an important conversation, because they know they're snakes and they know that you could see. They know your veil is open. They know you're a chosen one. By default, we can see, and they know that. So they don't want us to look into the windows of their soul, which is their eyes, okay? They know that your intuition is always on point. And people will be jealous of your success. Government officials, business owners, anyone in your field or outside of your field. It could be anyone jealous of you. You think doctors can't be jealous of you? You think that's a job title. These are human beings that still get jealous of people. All right? So start looking at people by their spirit, not by their job title. Like, oh, this is a doctor. No, this is a person that gets jealous as well. Literally. And it could be for any reason. Look at what just happened to that woman. She was denied access to a hospital while in labor. Now, if I were to take a guess, I would say that nurse was probably jealous. I don't know, maybe she couldn't have kids. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some deep shit to do to somebody. But ultimately, the nurse and the doctor that denied that woman access was terminated. All right, so let's get back into it, right? Have you ever seen anyone who had a nice car and got pulled over and accused of not being the owner of the vehicle, right? Someone being accused of not living in a nice neighborhood. Like, what are you doing here? You don't belong here. This is how these people are acting with you. They don't think you belong. You don't belong. You know what I'm saying? They're like, wait a minute. This is not your car. Why are you driving this nice car? You must be doing fraud. You're not allowed to have a nice car. You're not allowed to live in a set neighborhood. This is how these are two examples of how these people are moving with you. Success. Your success is such a bother to people at this time because they're so jealous. That's what it comes down to, chosen ones. And don't think that jealousy has a gender. Jealousy does not have a gender. I've had the pleasure of a man, plenty of men being jealous of me. And you know why I say I had the pleasure? Because God is going to have the pleasure of responding to these jealous people and the traps that they set for me. I mean, trying to get me fired from jobs, trying to stop my money, trying to embarrass me at the workplace. Many, things that I went through this past year. And surprisingly, these traps came from men. And may I add, gay men at that. Yes, openly gay men. So don't worry because you had the pleasure of experiencing something. God wanted me to experience that. So now I can recognize and understand that men are very, very dangerous as well. It's not just women that are hating. It's men that are hating on women. Women that are hating on men. There's women that want to be men. And they're hating because they want to have a dick and they can't. And men hating on women because they want to have a pussy and they can't. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this shit is crazy. And these jealousy breeds snakes. They will smile in your face and you already know the rest. Snake you behind your back. That's what they do. All right? Let's move on to the next message. This one is this is the last message before I head out, before I end this live. Because I'm done with my makeup and I got to make a makeup video for my other channel. So make sure you guys subscribe to that channel, Nancy Way Beauty. The question here is, who sent them? Who sent these people? Did God send you or did the devil send this person in your life? Don't ignore the signs that this person was sent by the devil, okay? Because when God sends someone into your life, they bring positivity, they bring support, they bring love, they bring zero confusion, all right? If a person is bringing any kind of confusion at any level, all right, it's because they are sent by the devil, point blank, period. Synchronicities. I spoke on this before on some of my other videos. When you see one or more of these synchronicities, it means that the person you may be dealing with is a monitoring spirit. You would be surprised how many monitoring spirits work together to get you caught up in mess and drama. Yes. Most people who try to get close to you are monitoring spirits. Some monitoring spirits don't know that they're monitoring spirits. Some people come into your life pretending not to know you. Let me say that again. Some people come into your life pretending not to know you. In turn, they really don't know you, but let's get into what I'm actually talking about here. Because in actuality, they have been briefed and informed by others who told them who you are and who they perceive you to be, or who they in fact want you to be. Okay? This is not who you are. This is who they perceive you to be, who they want you to be, and what they told them that's who you are. Like, that's what they told them about you. So they're pretending like they never heard anything about you, like they don't know anything about you. Whole time, someone was telling them a whole bunch of bullshit about you. You understand what I'm saying? So they will do one or two things most likely. Number one, they will come around you to prove that you are who someone told them you was. For example, like someone told them you was dirty, a bad person, a thief, a liar. So they'll come around you and purposely look for these things. All right? Number two, if they don't do that, they will do this number two. They will come around you and realize that you are not who these people told them you were, right? And they will discover that you are actually nothing like these people explained to them. But in fact, that will trigger them. It will trigger them that you are not like their co-conspirators, like their teammates, because they're all, remember, these people are all together. So it's going to trigger them that they were sent on a mission just to find out that you are not even what these people told them that you was. So now they're pissed off and triggered, right? So what are they going to do? They then become envious because you're the real deal. And then, right, since they can't get you caught up in mess, they will ultimately lie on you. That's the last step. Once they realize that you not the person who these people told them that you was, right? And then they get envious, right? And triggered. That's the last step, to lie on you, because they have nothing else to go off. So they got to make something up. So have you ever heard about people getting framed? This is exactly what these people want to do to you, chosen ones. They want to frame you because they're jealous. Don't take anything that I'm saying lightly and don't let it go over your head. This message is very, very important, and it is definitely for somebody. So if this message made it to your phone today, I would encourage you to reevaluate the people that are around you, the people that you're confiding in, trusting in, and things of that nature. You would know the only one that has the full answers, of course, is the Most High God. These are just, I'm just a reference to make you think a little bit more. But ultimately, the person who really has the answers is God. All right. So now let me take a couple moments to read some of the comments before I end the live stream, because I see a lot of comments coming in there. I haven't had a chance to even look at them. But let me see what you guys been saying here. Somebody said, can I get a shout out? Okay. Thank you, Christian Ministry. Very pretty. Thank you, Angela. And who are you? I am the healer girl, obviously. Preach. Thank you, BSL. Day 4 said, you're speaking the truth. Thank you. Of course I am. Okay. Rough One Foya said, that's the way of the world these days. People always want what they can't have and hate because of it. You know they do. Day W4 said, so the devil will continuously try to destroy everything good in your life. You already know, Tay. He also said, I needed this tonight. Wow. Thank you so much for being awesome. You're welcome. I'm just being myself and just doing exactly what I made this channel for, which is to encourage people, to make people think about what's going on out here, and to expose ultimately fake people. I love that I can come on YouTube and expose, you know, these dark entities, these demonic people, because that's all we can do. Ultimately, we are not here to fight them. Of course, we have angels for that, and we have the Most High God for that. So that's, you know, but this is how we fight against wickedness, is by exposing it and waking people up. Combo said, I'm not going to read that whole name. I'm just going to say Combo. Combo said, all the haters, naysayers, and blockers are called Decepticons, period. Thanks for the passion and your purpose. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching my live stream. So I will be coming back with lots and lots of more messages. And I love you guys so much. See you guys on my next. Mwah.